Welcome to CTV News, Your Canada. It's Thursday, January 29th. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
Margaret Kenny is embracing winter skiing in Gatineau Park.
It was great, especially where the sun's shining. It's lovely.
For her, snow is the gift that keeps on giving, with Ottawa receiving nearly 170 centimeters since November.
This is one of the best winters we've had for a long time.
Whether it's skiing or skating down the canal.
It's a nice way to be outside.
With a beaver tail stop, of course.
Is it tasty? Yeah.
While many do embrace the season, what's fun for some, well, for others, they've just had enough.
Absolutely. I just don't like the cold anymore.
It's really cold. It's the cold. I don't mind the snow.
Certainly not ideal weather to be waiting for a bus.
It sucks. It's not fun. These are times where you wish you had a car.
Cancun, Mexico.
This group of 12 family and friends getting a break.
We have to try to get away from the cold once a year.
But for the rest of us, no relief in sight.
I don't think there is. Maybe from the snow a bit, but certainly not from the cold.
David Phillips with Environment Canada says winter is not letting up.
You know, you're only a week beyond what we call the dead of winter, the halfway point. So there's still a lot of winter to go. I think that typically what you see in February, March, and April is about 48% of your annual snowfall is yet to come.
So, while parts of winter can be a pain, the season sure can be beautiful.
I mean, look at the trees. They're just gorgeous. They've got the snow on them. It's like a postcard. We're lucky, right?
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
For those Montrealers sick of shoveling, police have a warning, but this one's delivered with a little bit of a smile. They've put out an entertaining PSA warning drivers not to let their cars become igloos. This is from the SPVM social media channel as a reminder that you can be ticketed for not properly clearing off your snowy car in the winter. Now, it is unlikely that officers will actually get in the car with you like they do in the video, but according to data from the force, last year there was a record number of tickets for cars where snow or ice could fly off with 1,174. That's the highest number since 2021. Now, there is another infraction, which is not clearing off your windshield and windows properly, and in 2025 there was also a record set for that with 699 tickets, the highest number in the past 10 years. And there's actually a third kind of offense where your lights aren't cleared, and 500 more tickets were given out for that. According to the SAAQ, tickets for these infractions can cost between $60 to $200. André Durocher from CAA Quebec says even though the police video is funny, not clearing off your car can be dangerous.
You're not expected to every 5 minutes stop by, but you're expected to clear it minimally. So in other words, if this person before using their vehicle should make sure that the license plate is clear, ideally remove the snow over here, because even though that's not much, we saw a lot of reports about pedestrians being hit because there's a fraction of a second where you have this blind spot. So you have to reduce those blind spots to a maximum.
And it doesn't end there for tickets. The Sûreté du Québec also gave a record number last winter for not having winter tires. So it's not just the weather that drivers have to deal with, but ensuring they don't get a fine. Kelly Gregg, CTV News.
This is such a bad idea.
It's a hit show that has been sparking conversations about acceptance in Canada's game, and it has a maritime connection you might not have known about.
I actually did my first stunt when I was 6 years old.
Culligan joining late. Fergus looking for .5, and he does. Cam Fergus, a bullet.
Cam Fergus played 2 seasons for the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles about 2 decades ago. His final year on the island, he scored 53 goals, still a team record.
Turns, fires it sharp angle, the rebound, they score!
A few years later, he helped St. Mary's University win their first men's national championship and graduated with a degree in finance and management. Now, the 39-year-old is the stunt coordinator on Heated Rivalry.
My uncle has been in the industry for over 40 years now. So stunts, I mean, it is kind of a crazy career choice, but it was always kind of part of our family.
Fergus has worked on other big hockey shows too, like Shoresy and Letterkenny, but says the response Heated Rivalry has received from the LGBTQ2S+ community and the hockey world has been special. After a lifetime spent in rinks and dressing rooms, he's not sure what the response might have been like if a player were to have come out years ago.
That's a tough one. I think it certainly they would have had a harder time back then than today.
It's been largely the same in real life. While a couple of minor pro players, active and retired, have come out, the NHL still hasn't had its first openly gay player. Fergus says while his job is simply to make good television, the stories of Ilya Rozanov and Shane Hollander might help change that.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, people should be able to be who they are and feel comfortable where they are, no matter what they're doing. And hopefully that, you know, this conversation continues and that does happen.
An East Coast connection to a show that has people talking. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Sydney.
For Sherwood Park athlete Kelsey Mitchell, this is a dream a decade in the making. Mitchell first tried bobsledding after graduating from the University of Alberta in 2016.
I thought maybe bobsleigh would be for me. At the time, I just wasn't fast enough or strong enough, and so 10 years later, I finally have the strength and power and was able to make the cut.
Last week, Mitchell earned herself a spot on Team Canada's bobsledding team for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan.
It's been a lot of emotions. Like, my family and friends are pumped. Like, the support has always been incredible.
And to see her jump into bobsled, which she originally wanted to get into, and work hard and get to where she is right now, it's not surprising, but a huge accomplishment for herself.
Mitchell is no stranger to competing on a track on the world stage. The two-time Olympian won gold for the track cycling sprint at the 2020 Olympics. Mitchell is the 14th Canadian to compete in both the Summer and Winter Olympics.
It feels like my first Olympics all over again. I don't really know what to expect. I've never stayed at the Village. I've never gone to an opening ceremony, so it'll be completely different.
Her skills to become a dual sport Olympian is no small feat.
To see her have that focus, to switch that focus from track cycling to speed skating, pivoting to bobsled, to like live her dream and live her goal and make it a reality of making the team takes utter commitment.
Clara Hughes sits on the small roster of Canadian athletes who've competed at the Summer and Winter Olympics.
I can say that. I know it. I've lived it. And she's doing it right now, and she's doing it in sports that I didn't do. So I'm a fan, just like everyone else, and super curious to see what she can do with this opportunity.
I love competing. I love pushing myself. I love working with team members and just trying to be the best I can be.
After Milan, Mitchell's sights are set on returning to cycling to compete at the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a wide world. It's 9 a.m. And this group of grandmas has burned more calories than most of us will in a week.
Look it out!
Meet the Melbourne Mall Walkers. 3 times a week, they turn this food court into a fitness studio. 2 decades and counting, still pushing their limits.
Everybody's so upbeat. Everybody's happy to come out. It's just a unique group of people, and we gel.
If you want to have an improved quality of life as you age, you have to stay active. That's a no-brainer. And this group, well, they've got it figured out. But it's what they're doing outside of these sessions that speaks to a quality of a whole different kind. They've traveled together from Sault Ste. Marie to Niagara Falls, and a few casinos along the way, too, supporting one another through life's highs and life's lows.
This is my eye that was done last Wednesday.
They've been to funerals, too many to count, always together in uniform, a Mall Walkers honor guard.
We always call each other to find out, are you okay? Do you need anything?
Time doesn't slow down, so why should they? Many here are well into their 80s, and it's no stretch to say these workouts have improved their longevity.
I'm a diabetic for 41 years, and now I'm a pre-diabetic.
And then there's Zelda Drummond.
2010, I had a stroke. I just tried to keep myself moving.
Not just trying, succeeding. Here there's no fear of failure. Showing up, that's the victory.
If you can be carefree, even for a few minutes, that's a elixir of life.
Corey Baird, CTV News, Scarborough.
This group of nuns really knows how to rock out. They're known as the Sisters of the Holy Rock, a group of singing nuns that have raised nearly $4 million for charities in their 3 decades of performances.
None of us are nuns. Some of us are Catholic, but none of us are nuns.
While they may not be real nuns, what unites this group is their love for music.
When you see the group performing, you can just see the joy on everyone's face and the wonderful time we have together.
It started 33 years ago with a church choir director, affectionately known as the Reverend Mother Carol Whoopi Stone. Inspired by Whoopi Goldberg's movie Sister Act, Stone got her own group together, donning the traditional black and white habits, and took the stage. They were a holy hit. Mamma mia, here I go again. Ever since, these fun-loving, righteous rockers have been delighting audiences with everything from the Beatles to the Beach Boys, complete with choreography. It must come to an end. But now the sisters face an uncertain future. 3 years ago, Stone passed away, and now the choir is looking for a new Reverend Mother to carry on her legacy.
Our director and founder, Carol Stone, was a very spiritual person, and I feel like God is still leading this group through Carol, and if it's meant to be, the right person will come to us.
But without someone stepping forward soon, the group fears it may be curtains for their so-called Sisters Act.
We'll at best have to take a hiatus and at worst disband.
So for now, these nuns are left hoping and praying someone will take up this hallowed calling, allowing this music to continue for years to come. Danton Unger, CTV News, Winnipeg.
Inside this lab at the London Health Sciences Centre Research Institute, medical investigators are once again turning human waste into human hope for kidney cancer patients. The premise is a simple one. Microbes of fecal matter taken from healthy donors are compressed into a pill and ingested. The healthy poop then prompts microorganisms inside the patient to fight cancer.
Now you have a far improved immune response that can go out and attack cancer cells.
In advanced kidney cancer patients, the team also found that poop pills reduce the severe side effects of life-extending immunotherapy.
So with the poop pills, we're able to decrease the side effects of in these patients, and they were able to still respond to the treatment. So that was very neat to see.
Before fecal transplant pills were developed at Lawson Research Institute, as many as 50% of kidney cancer patients were unable to withstand the impact of immunotherapy. Yet in the clinical trial of 20, only one participant experienced serious side effects, with researchers reporting a 50 to 60% reduction in negative symptoms for all participants. The result improved quality of life and gave some patients a chance at a longer one.
They want to live longer, but they also want to live better. So by not having a lot of side effects of these treatments with the poop pills, they are able to have a better quality of life.
The findings are the latest in a growing list of studies that show that poop pills are making a difference in the fight against multiple types of cancer. Already, poop pills have been shown to improve and in some cases extend the lives of small samples of pancreatic, skin, and breast cancer patients. Dr. Malecki hopes a broader trial of 160 lung patients will show similar benefits. In the meantime, the team keeps working to help those fighting kidney cancer.
Here, obviously, it's a little too early to talk about survival for our patients, but our hope is that we would see the same trend.
Should all go well, it will be at least 5 more years of testing before poop pills are widely available. In London, Sean Irvin, CTV News.
Flames forward Blake Coleman is on injured reserve, sidelined until after the Olympic break. The team's physician is working on him, but for Dr. Ian Auld, it's also warm-up ahead of the games.
It's starting to get real. I'm starting to get excited.
Dr. Auld is the medical director with the Flames. He has also worked international tournaments for Hockey Canada over the past 22 years, including World Juniors, World Championships, pictured here with former Flame Dion Phaneuf, and last year's Four Nations Cup.
Lucky to be where I am, and I worked hard for it, but it certainly is a privilege.
It's a unique privilege his wife shares. Dr. Laura Benyon is already in Europe as Canada's women's hockey team's doctor.
We've been at this journey independently, and so it's kind of really interesting that we've both ended up with our respective teams.
The two met at the University of British Columbia's medical school in 1995, began dating during their residency in Calgary before marrying in 2003. Dr. Benyon has practiced family medicine but also has strong insight into sports medicine, working with Team Canada's women's programs.
The environment and the culture around the women's hockey team is so positive. I love being around people who are at the top of their game.
This will be their first Olympics. Heading the health of large squads, they know an entire country is counting on these teams. The couple is also counting on each other.
We bounce things off each other all the time, and it's really comforting to know that.
I hope to be sitting in the stands of the gold medal women's game, and I'll probably be more happy if she wins than if I win. I mean, of course, I want our guys to win, but I wish success for her.
The women's team's first game is against Finland Thursday, February 5th, while the men kick off the tournament Thursday, February 12th versus Czechia. Tyler Barrow, CTV News, Calgary.
An alarm and flashing lights signal when baggage belts begin to move. Just one of many accessible safety features for Region of Waterloo International Airport travelers, particularly ones with disabilities.
We've worked really hard to ensure a seamless transition for everyone who uses our terminal building.
That effort has earned YKF a gold certification rating from the Rick Hansen Foundation, the highest rating of its kind. It acknowledges sites of all kinds that demonstrate an exceptional commitment to accessibility.
Only one of 4 airports in the country that have achieved that level.
And they're only the second to do so in Ontario, Toronto Pearson being the other. Here at the regional airport, there are accessible washrooms with adult change tables, curbside assistance, hearing loops at service desks so people with hearing aids can understand agents, braille signage, and pet relief areas for service animals. All examples of why Regional Councillor Chantal Huning, who lives with a disability, says she is proud to live here.
It's a symbol of equity between people with disabilities and people without disabilities.
She notes that anytime she has traveled through YKF, staff have been willing to assist from the moment she arrives, adding the Air Canada shuttle is also accessible.
It looks like a bus with stairs, so people often miss that there is a lift on it, and you only need to tell them in advance that you will be bringing your mobility device.
Huning says this gold rating doesn't mean the work is done, and she continues to offer suggestions as a regional councillor for improvements.
There are folks with invisible disabilities who may face challenges that are not as visible or not as specific to physical barriers, and so we're working on getting the sunflower campaign into the airport, which symbolizes that someone identified with the symbol of a sunflower may need additional supports.
Airport staff say they want to keep making accessible advancements, assuring travelers of all abilities the sky is the limit. Spencer Turcotte, CTV News, Breslau.
While most students are heading to class, these U13 hockey players are already hard at work on the ice.
You miss school, but you also get it done, and you do the same amount, but you're at the rink, and you get more stuff in the morning than you would at school.
These players will be part of Saskatoon Public Schools Hockey Academy program, which starts in an expanded form in the fall. Training will begin well before regular class, 2 days a week.
They'll do 1 hour of on-ice athletic training, as well as 1 hour of academics training upstairs, assisted by a teacher, and then they'll be bused back to the school that they came from.
A version of the program has been operating out of ST School for a few years, but in September will involve 5 schools, one in each of the city's hockey zones. Emphasis will be placed on being a good leader and managing workload.
It's good at a young age to start time management and how to mix being a student athlete.
It's run by Trach Power Skating, providing instruction that players say has already made a difference.
Make me a little better and smarter, and make me work hard. I'm pretty lucky. I mean, like no other program really does this.
Make me better, like make me more skilled and know what to do during the game.
Trach has trained WHL and NHL players. The goal is to produce more higher caliber players in Saskatoon and help players with opportunities in American college hockey with recent changes to the NCAA hockey acceptance policy.
With that NCAA piece, it's important for these kids to learn how to manage their schedules on both academics and athletics.
And like most young hockey players, there's still one dream driving them forward.
NHL, pretty much.
Organizers hope to eventually have as many as 200 players from grades 6 to 12. Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Saskatoon.
3 days of spirited competition and celebration are on the horizon for the town of Huntsville.
We are looking at the medal. So the lanyard dictates the gold medal. So on one side is the artist's rendition of a winter scene, and on the back is the logo for the games. Trish McKenzie, and she's actually from near.
A total of 620 medals will be handed out during the 55-plus Winter Games, which brings nearly 1,000 athletes, 100 family and friends, and over 200 volunteers to Muskoka, which offers the region a big boost in active living and an economic impact.
Come out and enjoy the games. There's going to be lots to see. It's been said that there's maybe $1.2 million worth of investment that's going to be put or brought into this community, which is great at this time of the year. You know, we're a tourist town, but we always have, you know, in the wintertime it's a bit slower. So it's really great to have this kind of an event having in Huntsville.
The games, which run from February 3rd to the 5th, include 10 different outdoor and indoor sports and activities from alpine skiing and curling to hockey and skating. The region last hosted the biannual event in 2019, and it's in partnership with the Ontario Senior Games Association and the province of Ontario.
This was not the first time that Marcus Pollard had found an old acetate record in a thrift store with no name on the label and lots of damage on the disc, and bought it anyway.
Because every time I go, yeah, there might be something cool on that, and there never is.
Never. Until now.
And it instantly hit me like a brick.
It was a visceral rush, Marcus says, that compelled him to consult with music historians and scour the internet to find out who he was hearing.
Anybody know this? And it was just no, 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 no.
And after 2 years worth of no's on an obscure garage band blog, Marcus finally found a yes.
This guy goes, hey, that's my record.
That was Norm Roth, now a warehouse manager who hadn't heard his songs in more than 50 years.
I'm flabbergasted. Yeah, really am. Flabbergasted.
Well, Marcus celebrated solving the mystery.
It was exciting.
Norm relished traveling back in time.
When I was 18 years old. I'm 77 now.
The band was called The Glass Cage, and during the late 60s, their songs, ranging from teen angst to youthful exuberance, proved so popular, they graduated from playing around their small town to getting gigs in the big city.
What we were hoping to do is we're going to be rock stars, right?
Although The Glass Cage broke up before they could realize that dream, and this one recording of them playing live was misplaced along the way, Marcus met all the living members of the band with a plan to bring their music back to life.
I feel that everybody has kind of done something in their life that was dismissed. I wanted them to feel that what they created was actually important.
So, Marcus, who's a veteran music promoter, spent the next 8 years teaming up with professionals to digitally refurbish the recording and package it along with a book documenting the band's role in the local music scene before preparing to release it globally.
I'm not looking for accolades or superstardom. That's long gone. It's just saying to the world sort of thing, I was here.
And that's how a determined music fan helped a record be reborn and a grateful musician found overnight success after 58 years. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News.